The fascinating journey of coffee.
Introduction. Once upon a time, in the ancient highlands of Ethiopia, a goat herder named Kaldi discovered something extraordinary. Kaldi noticed that his goats, after eating the red berries from a certain tree, became unusually energetic and lively. Curious, he decided to try the berries himself and soon felt a burst of energy and alertness. Little did Kaldi know that his simple observation would lead to the discovery of one of the world's most beloved beverages, coffee.
The history of coffee.
Early beginnings in Ethiopia. The story of Kaldi and his goats is often considered the mythological origin of coffee. However, it's believed that the consumption of coffee dates back to the 9th century in Ethiopia. Initially, coffee berries were chewed for their stimulating effects rather than brewed. Spread to the Arab world, by the 15th century, coffee had made its way to the Arabian Peninsula, where it became an integral part of Muslim culture. The Yemeni port city of Mocha became a central hub for coffee trade. Sufi monasteries used coffee to stay awake during nighttime devotions, and coffeehouses, known as kaveh-khana, began to appear in cities across the Middle East. Arrival in Europe. Coffee reached Europe in the 17th century, initially met with suspicion and resistance. However, it soon gained popularity, and coffeehouses sprang up across the continent. These coffeehouses became centers for social interaction, intellectual exchange, and business transactions. Notably, in England, coffeehouses were dubbed penny universities, due to the intellectual discussions patrons could engage in for the price of a cup of coffee. Global expansion. European colonial powers were instrumental in spreading coffee cultivation around the world. The Dutch introduced coffee to Java, Indonesia, the French brought it to the Caribbean, and the Portuguese planted it in Brazil. By the 18th century, coffee had become a global commodity.
Coffee production.
Lily, an avid coffee enthusiast, decided to explore how her favorite beverage was produced. She traveled to a coffee plantation in Colombia, one of the world's leading coffee producers, to learn about the intricate process from bean to cup. Cultivation. Coffee plants thrive in tropical climates, typically at high altitudes. The two main species cultivated for coffee are Arabica, Coffea arabica, and Robusta, Coffea canephora. Arabica beans are prized for their delicate flavor and lower caffeine content, while Robusta beans are known for their strong, bitter taste and higher caffeine content. Harvesting. Coffee cherries, the fruit of the coffee plant, are harvested when they are ripe, usually red or purple in color. In some regions, the cherries are picked by hand, ensuring that only the ripest are selected. In others, mechanical harvesters are used. Processing. The cherries undergo processing to extract the beans. There are two primary methods, dry and wet. In the dry method, cherries are spread out in the sun to dry, then hulled to remove the outer layers. In the wet method, cherries are pulped to remove the outer flesh, fermented to eliminate the mucilage, and then washed and dried. Roasting. Green coffee beans are roasted to develop their flavor. Roasting transforms the beans through a series of chemical reactions, producing the aromatic compounds that give coffee its distinct taste. Roasting profiles vary, from light roasts with bright acidity to dark roasts with deep, rich flavors. Grinding and brewing. The roasted beans are ground to the desired consistency and brewed. The grind size and brewing method, such as espresso, French press, or pour-over, significantly impact the final flavor of the coffee.
The impact of coffee on the human body.
As Lily enjoyed her freshly brewed cup of Colombian coffee, she pondered how this delightful beverage affected her body and mind. Coffee's primary active ingredient is caffeine, a natural stimulant that influences various bodily functions. Mechanism of action. Caffeine works by blocking the action of adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep and relaxation. By inhibiting adenosine, caffeine increases the release of other neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, which enhance alertness and mood. Stimulant effects. The most immediate effect of coffee is increased alertness and reduced fatigue. This is why many people start their day with a cup of coffee. Caffeine can improve focus, concentration, and cognitive performance, making it a popular choice for students and professionals alike. Physical performance. Coffee also enhances physical performance by increasing adrenaline levels, which prepares the body for physical exertion. Athletes often consume coffee before workouts or competitions to boost endurance and strength. Metabolism and fat burning. Caffeine can boost metabolic rate and increase fat oxidation, making it a common ingredient in weight loss supplements. It helps the body break down fat cells and use them as a source of energy.
Health benefits of drinking coffee.
Beyond its stimulating effects, coffee offers several health benefits that Lily found intriguing. Antioxidant properties. Coffee is rich in antioxidants, compounds that protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. These antioxidants, such as chlorogenic acids, contribute to coffee's potential protective effects against various diseases. Reduced risk of chronic diseases. Regular coffee consumption has been linked to a lower risk of several chronic diseases. Studies suggest that coffee drinkers have a reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. The protective effects are attributed to coffee's anti-inflammatory properties and its impact on insulin sensitivity and brain function. Liver health. Coffee may have a protective effect on the liver. Research indicates that regular coffee consumption is associated with a lower risk of liver diseases, including cirrhosis and liver cancer. The compounds in coffee help reduce inflammation and fibrosis in the liver. Mental health. Coffee can positively affect mental health by reducing the risk of depression and improving mood. The caffeine in coffee acts as a mild antidepressant by increasing the availability of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Moderate coffee consumption has been associated with a lower risk of depression and suicide. Longevity. Some studies suggest that coffee drinkers may have a longer lifespan. The combination of coffee's antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory effects, and positive impact on chronic disease risk factors may contribute to overall longevity.
The social and cultural significance of coffee.
Lily realized that coffee was not just a beverage but a global phenomenon that transcended cultures and borders. Its social and cultural significance was immense. Coffeehouses. Throughout history, coffeehouses have been more than places to enjoy a cup of coffee. They have served as social hubs, fostering intellectual exchange, artistic expression, and political discussions. From the coffeehouses of the Ottoman Empire to the cafés of Paris, these establishments have played a pivotal role in shaping societies. Coffee rituals. Different cultures have unique coffee rituals. In Ethiopia, coffee ceremonies involve the roasting, grinding, and brewing of coffee beans, accompanied by traditional music and social interaction. In Italy, the espresso culture emphasizes quick, strong shots of coffee enjoyed at the bar. Each ritual reflects the cultural values and traditions of the region. Global coffee culture. Today, coffee culture is a global phenomenon. From specialty coffee shops to instant coffee, the beverage has become an integral part of daily life for millions of people worldwide. Coffee festivals, barista competitions, and coffee tastings celebrate the diversity and complexity of coffee.
Conclusion.
Lily's journey through the world of coffee opened her eyes to its rich history, complex production process, and profound impact on the human body and society. Coffee is more than just a drink, it's a cultural icon, a source of comfort, and a catalyst for connection.